Welcome to Miss Martin Muses, where I am without a proper mic. So please help me, friends and neighbors. Please help me as I come in. And I hope the sound is at least relatively tolerable. Please let me know if it is or if it is not. My goodness gracious. Okay. So, first of all, the good news is this is coming to you from the sunny, lovely, and beautiful state of Florida and the ocean. So, the view I have is very, very nice. It's floor to ceiling windows. Get to see the ocean. The sun is out. Everything is lovely, except for the fact that I went and it's like, oops, microphone. It's a thing. A person forgets certain things, and I usually have. Let me rephrase that. I need the cord for the microphone. And so before I go ahead and do anything drastic, I want to see if maybe I need to rethink my life. If I need to rethink my microphone. So if this is a good time for a girl to get a whole new sound thing within a relatively good price range, well, please, friends and neighbors, help me out. Please do. Let me put this in the thing here. But yeah, yesterday, yes, there was no musings because I was on an airplane, and airplanes have ways of not allowing you to do that. But my goodness gracious. I was so tired. So tired. I couldn't stand it. Because I only got like 3 hours of sleep, of good sleep, because I couldn't I couldn't sleep. The more you tell yourself, my gosh, woman, you've got to sleep because you've got to get up really early. It's like your body is like giving yourself some sort of adrenaline. So I didn't get as much sleep as I wanted to. But you know what? I part of that was also my fault because I should have maybe been a little more ready. But how much ready are you? Because you always think of one last thing. So I was winding down by like 9. It's like, oh, good, I'm going to be in bed really early. It's like, it just didn't happen. What a life. All right. Well, look who is here. It is Sci-Fi Mombi. Hello and happy hump day. Yes, happy hump day to you. If you know anything about microphones, or if you want to tell me about the sound, please tell me about the sound, because I know it's not microphony. I'm just using the one that's inside of my computer, and who knows? Wouldn't it be weird if I sound better like this? But in any case, that's the situation I find myself in. So let me know. And usually I would take the flight that takes off at like 5:30 in the morning. But I decided I just can't. So I took the flight that took off at 7 in the morning. So that means you're getting up at 4:30 was when I woke up. And when you're not used to doing that, it is not fun. All right, Sci-Fi Mummy. Yes, my mummy. Mombi says, I purchased a boom mic set from Amazon. They are generic, but they work pretty well. You sound really good on your computer mic. Yes. Do I sound better than I do on when I use the other mic? That's would be fascinating. And what I'm also looking for is something that doesn't necessarily pick up like every single sound in the room. So every time you go, you breathe or something, or the cat says something. I don't know. Trying to see what you want. So a boom mic set from Amazon, they're generic, but work pretty well. Well, that'll be one of the first ones that I will look towards. So in any case, yeah, 4:30 came pretty early, especially if you're not used to it. And then you tell yourself, well, maybe I'll kind of wean myself in and get up early. It doesn't work like that. Doesn't work like that. All right, Sci-Fi Mommy says, I use StreamYard with noise cancellation with my mic. Okay, thank you. I will look into that. Yeah, these are thoughts. Or I'll just buy a cord for the mic that I have. Usually you can also do that on Amazon. They're good with cords. We endorse cords here at Miss Martin Muses. That's my morning to Friday because I go to work at 5 a.m. Oh my goodness gracious. Well, I suppose if you're used to it, that's a little bit of a different story. But when you're used to getting up later and then like suddenly boom, you're up early, that that can mess you up a little bit, yes. But I used to have to get up at 6-ish to get to school. Elementary, you got to get there at the butt crack of dawn. We had to be there at 7 in the morning. Of course, you always tried to get there a bit earlier because you can never get enough done. But that's a whole other story, a whole other ball game because I am no longer a DJ. Screw it. And I'll just throw this out here for y'all. Going around and saying, well, we're abolishing the Department of Education. Yay. It's like, yeah, you can abolish anything you want. You can put in things to the state, anything you want. But until you solve the problems that are going on in schools, you ain't going to solve a thing. And I'm just a teacher and I'm going, you ain't. You see, that's what happens. You lose your grammar, but that's okay. But they need to get to the root of what's going wrong inside schools. And that's the one thing they won't do until they go back to allowing kids to get thrown out of class, thrown out of school, and they get rid of inclusion. A lot of people don't realize that special ed means the kid just goes to the class with everyone else and the teacher has a special lesson plan for the special ed kid. And if you've got more than 4, 5, 6, 7, and then you got 540s and all of that, I had more than 150 separate things. I had students, and you had to do separate things for them. Again, special ed doesn't mean they go to a special ed class or they go to a different class or they even have a dedicated teacher for them. Till you solve that, I mean, it just burns you out. And of course, teachers aren't equipped to deal with that. And then if the kid gets violent because they're freaking out, then what do you have to do? Well, you don't even have time to call for security usually. So you do things called classroom evacuations, where you get all the other students out. And guess what? They're surprised why learning's not happening. Till they solve that, they can abolish whatever they want. It isn't going to change a thing. Let's see. A certain person doesn't care about educating our children. Trying to figure out who that certain person is because it could be a lot of them. It could actually be people on both sides. Or they don't understand. And they don't listen to teachers. And I know that teachers have gotten a bad reputation, and I blame influencers. Many of them might be teachers, but we've learned that a lot of these influencers are fake, that they're not even what they say they are. We found that out with that trad wife thing. And now we're finding out that people are being paid to make certain content. And even lefty type teachers are saying, well, these idiots quit doing this. We're not weirdos. Just if you're on the left, we're not all weirdos like that, but it's giving the impression to everyone else that schools are just full of complete, PDF files, right? My goodness. All right. Okay. I agree with you on the whole Doge dismantling. Okay. Oh, I missed that one. And then my mommy is, I was trying to be diplomatic, saying the person at the top of the country. Yeah. I hate to say it. I kind of agree. Well, I don't think that he's anti-learning. I think that he is like a lot of people I talk to, and a lot of boomer types Or like, well, obviously the kids aren't learning, so we just need to dismantle it. They're not asking why the kids aren't learning. They're not asking why the test scores are down. I can tell you, for example, a lot of people don't know that a lot of these test scores are reflecting the very special ed kids that we're saying. And they always fail. I mean, so everyone, remember, has to take them. Everyone has to take these standardized tests, including, as I said, the special students. So that's being reflected. Also, the students who can't speak English. Like they're saying, oh, a certain amount of kids can't read. Yeah, a lot of kids can't even speak English. They can't read English. That's what we need to solve. It's just sad. Putting it back to the states isn't going to solve the problem. Oh, I agree. Yeah, I'm on the fence a little bit about this whole dismantling it because I'm more about reforming it. Putting it back on the states isn't going to change a thing. Not a thing. It's going to make it worse, to be honest. And I hope more teachers quit. Because the more that teachers stand up and say, we're not going to take it anymore, the better. Please expand upon, though, what you mean. You can be undiplomatic. At Miss Martin Muses here, you're allowed to be undiplomatic. Expand upon why you think he doesn't care about educating our kids. To me, it's just indifference or misunderstanding what's really going on. If I see one more time people saying, just kick them out of the classrooms, and they don't realize, oh my gosh, we're not allowed to. Trust me, a teacher would love to kick a kid out of a classroom so the rest of the kids can learn. See, that's the other thing. All of these things that happen mean the other kids aren't learning. You're not allowed to kick kids out of class. Or at best, fine, you'll get them out of your class for that day and then they'll come back the next day and start the same thing. It is Mr. Brown Alliance. Hello, help me find a microphone. Microphone talk. Yes, sir. Yes, sir, indeed. Help out a sister. Here's my big, sad, sorry story. I have a set of everything that I need here in Florida where my folks are because I spend so much time here. However, somehow I didn't bring my cord for my microphone. And I think I know what happened. I think I brought it back from the last time because I didn't remember. Long story short, I don't have a cord for my microphone. So I was thinking, well, should I go ahead and get a new cord or should I just get a new microphone? So yes, right now I'm just using my computer microphone. So mea maxima culpa if it doesn't sound very good, but I'm doing the best that I can. Everyone's saying hello, hello. You're Barmy. Oh yeah, we got a lot of Brit, or at least people from the future. I don't know if you're a Brit. Hey yo, Missouri is so ass backwards. Okay, no, well, everything's ass backwards. What we need to do is get back to neighborhood schools, more homeschooling, more home mopping, and then what we can do is, oh heck, and getting away from the idea that everyone has to go to school. That's what changed. School's not for everybody. And if they're worried about, well, who's going to look after the kids or they're going to be out in the street terrorizing everyone, it's like, fine, build big babysitter centers. I don't care. The future is very sunny and spring-like. Yay, yay. Well, there we are. We love sun here at Miss Martin Muse's budget. I'm looking to go top $200. So I'm willing to spend $200 if you can help out a girl. I would definitely appreciate it because technical things are not my forte. That is so true, says Sci-Fi Mommy. School didn't work for my middle kiddo or co-host Vic. He got his GED. Or give him opportunities like they do in many places in Europe. I know they do this in Germany, or at least they used to do this in Germany, and they used to do it in and they do it in Norway. Like, for example, kids go to school up to about age 15. Someone correct me if you know better. And then they have a choice of, well, not a choice, rather. That's the other part. You know why the test scores are so much higher in other countries? Because they only take certain kids. So what happens is you go on a track. So if you're doing really well and you want to go off to college, blah, 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 well, then that's what you do. And the reason why I said you have a choice, I forgot it's not really a choice. If you're not up to snuff, you can't be on that college track even if you try. So what you do is you have a choice of vocation school. So they go off and they learn a vocation. And I'm like, that's a better use of our taxpayer dollars, friends and neighbors. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Bob. Okay. Mr. Brandline says, with or without audio interface, you'll probably need one. See, this is where I am so ignorant. I don't know what audio interface is. Help me. I am not a technical person. If you think I need one, well, tell me what it is and I'll get it. If I had a choice, knowing what I know now, if I had children, I would homeschool them and I would recommend anyone do so. It sucks because there are so many benefits that you can get out of school. I'm thinking about like music. I would not be where I am or was with music if it weren't for the high school I went to. Unbelievable opportunities and working with a master. That's just all there is to it. It was so good. But is it worth it for the other parts? I don't think so. Also, keep in mind, people say, well, send them to private schools. I do that. You're a fool. Not a fool. Send your kid to private school if you want to, but they think because they send their kids to private school, they're avoiding all these problems. No, these problems are there. Now, they might be different. Like, for example, you can get rid of violent students there, but you also have like the bad almost TV movie villain situations of where there's a really, really rotten, borderline evil kid, and they get to stay and terrorize everybody because daddy writes a check. That happens. But also all the problems that you see right now in public schools, you see in private schools, they're just better at covering it up. Hello, it's a Dega Outlaw. Do I have a mic arm? No. I probably should. Well, that's something that would be stationary, if I'm correct. Like it would be at my desk and it'd be set up there. Everyone say good morning. Yes, help me find a microphone. What microphone should I buy? Hello. Well, and in particular, right now, something that works along with my laptop because it's for the traveling. Like, here I am in Florida and I'm on my laptop. On my laptop, sitting on my bed, looking out at the ocean. Flexible boom arm for mic. Okay, thank you. Yes, I'd be interested in that too. Currently, though, my biggest need is for what I have that works with my laptop. And I'm going to be traveling again soon. I'm going to Alaska. I'm going on an Alaskan cruise. So something portable. So USB might be the way to go. Okay. So what does that mean? I'm really ignorant. I suck at these things. Okay. Um Something that works obviously with my laptop. Oh, I see. That kind of a plug-in thing. Yes, correct. That's what I'm looking for. That's what I'm looking for short term. Longer term, maybe something bigger and better. USB plug straight in USB port on computer. Yes, thank you. I just real. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm looking for right now. A fancier setup, perhaps later. I should say I know what USB is, but I was thinking in context of microphones and things. And Dega Outlaw says I was given a Blue Yeti mic for my son. It's USB and it works fine. Do I play guitar? I Yes, I can play guitar. Am I fantastic on the guitar? No, not really. And I can play just about every instrument. Okay, let me rephrase that, except for wind instruments and brass instruments. But whether I play them well is a whole other story. Guitar is pretty simple. If you know three chords, the three chords magic trick, you can almost accompany any guitar piece and then just start strumming. But as far as anything more than that or fancy, no. And I know a few classical pieces on guitar, and they're fun to play, but not much more. Mr. Brownline says, if you have a musical instrument or keyboard, audio interface may be the way to go so you can record into computer. Oh, I see. Yes. Well, of course I do play keyboard. Piano was my minor instrument when I majored in college. Let's see. That was the brand I was trying to remember. My kids keep trying to get me to buy a set. All right. So let me see what they have here on Amazon. I guess I could go to Best Buy here, but let's see. Blue Yeti. BlueYeti. Blue Yeti microphone. Let's see, Precious. What do we have? Why, we have. Oh, there it is. $89. Well, that's not bad. For gaming, streaming, podcasting, Twitch, etc. USB. Oh, yeah, and it's right within my range. Oh, I see. They have the big long arm thing that you were referring to. Sweetwater is a good site in the USA. Oh, okay. Let me see you about that. Sweetwater. You'd be amazed at what comes up when you Google Sweetwater. Here it is. If you're searching for blah, 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 shop by category. Oh, they've got a lot of, yeah, guitars, bass guitars. Yeah. Cool. Well, thank you. Yeah, I'm trying to get my life in order and get a whole bunch of things in order so that I can sort out my life. You know how your house or apartment, whatever, it can get cluttered and you don't even know how it happened. And then the more cluttered it is, the more stressed you get. And it's like, oh, I hate my life. Let's see. I've got something here. Is there a one day? No, I'll have to wait for tomorrow. But I think I can handle that. All right. Yeah, that's doable. Well, thank you for the advice, everybody. And everyone coming in and everyone that's going to be coming in on the replay, please let me know in the comments what mic should I buy? Because, of course, right now I'm not using a mic. I'm using the mic inside my computer because I don't have a cord. because life hates me. Let's see. Looks like I can get this here. Huh. I love it when people help me shop, help me spend money. It's a good thing for a person. Blue Yeti is a good mic if you're looking for something to tide you over. Yes, thank you. Salty Traveling Sea is here. Hello, Salty Traveling Sea. I'll DM you a link to what I've used for years. Yes, please do. Please do. Hey, why, hello. Gorilla Censored Thought says, I use a $10 clearance headset. Hey, if it works, it works. You know, sometimes those things work just as good as uh, spending all sorts of other money. It's really amazing how that happens. But yes, so thank you everybody, because maybe it was meant to be that I left the cord back in Texas. I always like to see these things as opportunities. Everyone needs an opportunity to change something in their lives. Well, this is one of them. And I know exactly what happens. I can almost see it in slow motion when I did not pack my cord, because I was thinking about packing the cord. And I'm sure it's probably right next to my carry-on where I was going to pack my cord. It's a thing, it happens, and well, I guess that's life. But a girl does the best that she can. Oh boy. Sure, sure, or sure make great mics. Okay, great. Yeah. Oh, thank you. I'll look that up. That thing right there. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is gonna sort that out. Well, thank you everyone for your suggestions. Oh my gosh, they have cotton candy flavored coffee. Should I get it? I don't know. That sounds horrible. How much does it cost? Uh, you know what? I'm not going to spend money on cotton candy flavored coffee because that could actually be horrendous, pricey ish. Ah, okay. Well, if you got to get what you got to get, you have to do the best rather that you can do. But I I don't know about today. All right, let's see. When can I get this bad boy here? All right. So for now, what I'm doing is I'm ordering a replacement cord for a song for my snowball, and um, I'm gonna order maybe a better microphone to either be waiting for me at home, or maybe I'll be going to Best Buy. So I am still taking suggestions. I love it because a girl wants to have good sound, or sound that is convenient, because life's too short. Oh, everyone's saying hello to each other. Yes, we love people here at Miss Martin Muses. Most people, not some idiots at airports. But you know what? It wasn't as bad this time around. And I think it wasn't as bad because the people that were like calling the you know the zones, they were starting to say things like, please don't approach until your zone is called, or don't block things. You see, that's what annoys me. And it's not going to get anyone on the airplane any faster if you're blocking everybody. And it's ridiculous. Oh, Mr. Brown Line says your laptop mic sounds very good for a computer. Well, thank you. That's funny. Maybe just screw it. I won't even buy one. I'll just use my laptop. I have though done tests where it is better. It is better with the microphone. But hey, you know, you just kind of do the best that you can. Yeah. Well, I love this because I have my list of WTF am I doing, and I'm able to cross off a few things. I know. Let's see. I need to. My gosh, I think I wrote over some stuff here. So in any case, I need to do my live stream, which I just did. Woo! And I need to walk on the beach today. Yay! And I've got washing to do. I need to read, I need to pray, and I need to do a few other things here. So, yay. All right. Salty Traveling C says, oh, wait, sorry. I missed Mr. Brown Alliance. If you're doing budget, probably be Blue Yeti. Treat yourself. Sure, Mike. Thank you. Salty Traveling C says, recommendation sent. You need to spend dollars for a pretty good sound. All right. I'll have a look. It's not 500 microphones that make a good channel. It's a streamer. Aw. Well, thank you. Good point, though. You can have everything that you want. You can have people buy you the best equipment, and if you suck, you suck. I think we see that. However, it can boost people because not only are they doing streams where they're um, given the best studio, a lot of the same people that are given these things and are being sponsored, they also have individuals writing for them and advertising for them, which is a big thing. Sure, the Shure uses USB and XLR, which is very good for long-term usage. USB, yes. Okay, that's what we're saying. Yeah, and I've been talking about that a lot, that we learned that more and more that there's corporations behind these people, or people are in business together and all that. And I always say that in the context of, so don't feel badly if you feel like you're not doing well. It's like, well, it's not necessarily organic, the people that blow up. Okay, there it is. Woo! Well, thank you. Thank you for these recommendations. I'll have to look a little closer at them later, Salty Traveling. See? So, yeah, I was able to put up a short on my channel, the Matt Richard Zegler, because I have taken it to heart that, you can work your tushes off for certain things and maybe not get a dividend, but why not, take advantage of the material that you already have, or that is very simple? Because if you can't say something in, say, 7 minutes, and maybe it's not worth saying at all. That's what a preacher that I know used to say. He used to have 7-minute sermons. Everyone loved him. All right. Okay. Salty Traveling Sea says, I've seen people overcomplicate their tech, invest $1,000 and suck even more with unwatchable slop content. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Well, what you got to ask yourself is, do you have something to say, and is it worth anyone hearing? In my case, I'm still not sure about that, but at least there's a very solid audience I have that apparently does want to hear what I have to say. And for example, you find people right here. We have 9 people in the chat. Thank you for being here. If you would like, share, and subscribe early and often, that's great. And like I said, 9 people. That's the most important people in the planet. See, not Brian has a Shure or a Shure great sound, or SHURE. Yes. Yeah. Yeah, and watchable content. I mean, the rule of thumb that I've been told is it entertaining, or is it informative? I think that I tend more toward the informative, and also, just things I feel like I need to get off my chest. Usually when you see on my musings a certain theme, it's because this is something that I'm working through. Uh, but be cautious, when we're dealing with the psychopaths, that's not necessarily, I'm not dealing with psychopathic tendencies. That might mean that I've just been curious about it, because my dad and I love to watch serial killer material, because isn't that what dads do? Let's see. What do we have here? Yes. People. Salty Traveling Sea says, is entertaining, attention seeking, or algo chasing. That's the question. Only one is worth watching. Yeah, algorithm chasing is a short trip to hell. I've talked about this previously, where if you're just sitting around chasing the algorithm, it's not unlike people that chase the lottery, and it'll drive you crazy. Maybe you'll get lucky. I mean, I'm not saying that everyone is not organic, but it's very, very, very rare. Very rare. When it happens, that's great. If you catch an algorithm, if you catch an algorithm by accident, that's also great. But yeah, algorithm chasing, no. It it's not entertaining for me personally, because how many times can I hear the exact same thing? But also, I want to concentrate on people's souls. It's like, is it good for your soul to do that? And you've seen it where people will algorithm chase, and they don't catch that algorithm, and they get bitter, they get depressed. It's like, okay, don't live for this stuff. Let's see, so algorithm chasing, attention seeking. Well, yeah, in a way, we're all attention seekers, aren't we? Yeah, I think that you need to be a little bit doing things for just the sake of doing things to be happy in this space. And if you're doing it for any other reason, um, it's not good. Gotta fly. Well, thank you. Please fly and have a good day. Thank you for being here. If like I was saying, I'm nothing without you all that come and watch the show and like to talk and everything. So please, thank you very much, and I definitely appreciate it. So have fun across the pond, and stay warm, even though today is a springy day. Yeah, it's cold over there. It's definitely cold. So yeah, everyone, please help me. What microphone should I buy? Help me out. What microphone should I buy? I uh, don't know. Though I have had some great recommendations, I will still be continuing to take more because it's good for a person. And let me see here. I'm looking at my list. Yeah, if you don't know about this whole WTF am I doing, I ran across this in Borders. No, not Borders. We don't have them anymore. Barnes and Noble. I was minding my own business, and I came across it in one of those little turnstile things. I'm like, is this a perfect list? So it says, WTF am I doing? You can get them on my Amazon. That's where I've been getting repeat things. I've been buying 1,000 of them. I do them every day. I look them, I revise it every night, and it goes today, and then it has a thing, and then you check them off once you're done tomorrow, and then next week, and then with my life. Now, my life, it always says YOLO, you only live once, and you do only live once. So live once, live your life, do what you want to do. If you have obligations that you can't avoid, still do them, obviously, but still find something that you want to do, even if it's just something very small every day. Give yourself a present every day. Watch Lonesome Dove. Augustus McCrae has really good philosophy of life. Yes, he does. Like next week, actually, I don't even know what I'm doing next week. Isn't that great? Well, I think I'm coming home. Am I coming home next week? No, it's going to be a bit of a while. Yeah. Well, technically, if you go from Sunday to Saturday, that would be next week. Yeah, I'm watching Bleak House. I've watched two versions, rather, and now I'm rewatching the 2005 one. I am so obsessed with Bleak House right now. If you know anything about Bleak House or any other Charles Dickens and you'd like to share it, go ahead and share it. These are fantastic stories. My gosh. Sci-Fi Mommy says, all work and no play makes humans dull. Damn right. And makes them mad and angry or depressed and not fun to be around. Yeah. Don't do it. Do not do it. You want to be a happy, happy person. YOLO, you only live once. I mean, you don't know. You could be hit by a bus, So when you're hit by the bus and you're like, wait a second, I could have been doing all this stuff if I'd have known. However, I don't want to know when, but the moment I go to the great beyond is because then you wouldn't live. You'd just become obsessed and psycho and always wondering if this is the moment or if the moment's going to come. Though maybe Caesar should have paid attention to the Ides of March, beware the Ides of March. That would have helped him out pretty well. But no one ever asks me. Shakespeare. These weirdos are trying to attack Shakespeare, and I'm just like, just piss off. All you across the ocean, all of you across the sea, what the hell? Help me out. What's going on over there? What's going on over there? Though I'll tell you what, oh, who knows where we would have been right now if a certain thing hadn't happened. It's not a secret for that I'm not always crazy about some of the things I've been seeing happening over the last 2 months, but it's still infinitely better than what would have been. I mean, there were some scary, scary things that were being planned. I was genuinely thinking if someone had won the election, I was gonna have to pick up and go to the countryside. It's like, I gotta get out. I cannot be near a city. It's time to just go and hole up and be that weirdo in the mountain that everyone talks about but leaves alone. Because it was gonna be bad. Really bad. Where do you find Bleak House? Well, I've been watching it on BritBox. It's got Gillian Anderson in it and Wedge Antilles. But it's widely available in various iterations. I don't know if it's even illegally on YouTube. Let's see, Bleak House. Let's look it up. It has a really good theme, and maybe I'll do like a separate musings on Bleak House because that's how strongly I feel about it. Here it is. Let me bring it up. This is this IMBD page. You bastards. See, you can't even do anything without just all these advertisements coming up. And it's like, really? And of course, some of them they're like personalized adverts. So you got to be careful because you don't want, certain things to show up. Can I make this right? Where to watch, adolescence. All right, I think this is close enough to share. So let's do so. I see it on Prime for a price. Yeah, if you don't have BritBox, I think, yeah, because I subscribe to BritBox. But yeah, it's worth it. I honestly think that it is. All right, let me share it. And the theme of it is very relevant for today. All right, so here we go. Apparently, they have it on Peacock. All right, so you can see here, there's Gillian Anderson. Okay. And Wedge Antilles, and that one chick that was in Death Comes to Pemberley. And it also has Charles Dance in it. Oh, it's so good. Gillian Anderson's character is one of the most haunting characters I think ever. Oh my gosh. It was something. And the premise is there is this law case called John Dice and John Dice, or Jarndyce and Jarndyce. that's been going on for years and years and years. And I think that it's like a metaphor for something, but it is actually based in fact that the way the court system and the chancery used to be in England, and it was where lawyers would inordinately, wait a second, this is relevant for today. They would like eat up these people's estates. So by the time they maybe got a judgment, most of their inheritance or most of their estate would be eaten up by the lawyer's fees or the chancery's fees. And the character, Wedge Antilles' character, he keeps telling people that even though he's a party to it, he's pretending it's nothing in his life because it's destroyed people. He's like, it'll drive you mad if you're always waiting for something that will never come, or waiting for something that is corrupt, or waiting for something that may not even be worth getting. Oh, it was so good. Dang it. I love it. And Charles Dance was in it. Oh, he was there as a villain. I mean, it's a mystery. It's like a big mystery, and it's a murder mystery, and tells you just how sad things can be for people. There is the requisite poverty character that just breaks your heart. Oh my gosh. I don't know where Bleak House has been my whole life. Always people know about Great Expectations, and they do 1,000 adaptations. They do it with Oliver Twist. They do it with Great Expectation, or I already said that, Christmas Carol, Tale Two Cities. But man, some of his lesser known ones are so good. I know why people would get obsessed waiting for the next installment. So go ahead and watch that. I think it's definitely worth it. Maybe I'll do a proper review. Who knows? But it's very well done. And I'm right now listening to the book on Audible. As I'm still keeping my promise that the only book in hand I will watch will be The Wheel of Time, or read rather. And once I'm done with the stream here, I will be doing my daily reading for The Wheel of Time, because that's a good thing for a person to do. Everyone should be reading the book, and don't watch the trashy garbage TV show. It sucks. Are we taking a turn though? Are we taking a turn? There's reasons for optimism, so sometimes it's like, well, maybe the entertainment's going to get better, maybe they're going to start doing things more faithfully, and then you have something that pops up that makes you go, okay, nothing's changed. Nothing's changed. Everything's going to be the same. Everything's going to stay the same. The key for me is don't put your hope in anything. Don't hope they're going to start doing good, proper adaptations. Just go backwards and watch the old ones. I think the saddest thing about the Wheels of Prime for me is this means that we're not going to get a proper Wheel of Time, or if we will, it'll be at least 20, 30 years, because who's going to go and do a new one right away back to back? You're not. Oh, sad. So unfortunate. Waste of money, waste of resources. Though people are enjoying watching it go to hell. I mean, that's some good content, and I think it's entertaining for people because there is something cathartic about just dumping on these. I mean, I did enjoy dumping on the Wheels of Prime, or the Rings of Prime. But nothing's better than what you see in your own head, and getting that noise out of your life. Life's too short. Yeah, I'm going to be continuing covering my reading of the Wheel of Time. Sometimes availability is a factor. What can I say? So I'm going to look here and maybe send you all on. Let's see who's live. And thank you for the suggestions. I do appreciate it. And thank you for being here. That's always good. Oh, no. Is anyone live? Okay. Oh, yeah. Today is Leonard Nimoy. He would have been 94 years old. R.I.P. Gosh, I can't believe that William Shatner is the last one. So sad. So sad. Can you imagine being in your 90s and seeing the crap that's going on right now? It'd be depressing. History is one long defeat. All right, with that in mind, I'm going to send you all over to Mrs. Dadman Walking. Let's see. Share, copy link. All right. So go over and give her some love. If that's not me. And thank you for the suggestions. I do enjoy hanging out with you all. It makes the world a happy place. Here's Mrs. Dadman Walking. She's live right now. So thank you. Adega Outlaw, Sci-Fi Mombi, Mr. Brown Alliance, Salty Traveling Sea. We had Gorilla's Censored Thoughts. Adega Outlaw. And your Barmy from across the ocean. So thank you for being here. Once again, I'm nothing without you all, and I'm going to be taking up your advice. So have a great day, everyone. Have a great day, and be certain to have good sound for your streams.